Balatro was that strong? I play Balatro when I'm half asleep on the toilet or when the baby won't sleep and I'm trying to get him to sleep. But I'm bored because it's the middle of the night.
Video games, yeah, are not well respected. There's still people to this day, we talked about before, that don't respect video game playing as like an actual hobby. They think we should grow up and do something with our lives, like woodworking.
Dude, D&D on every Wednesday, video games. I'm living the high life.
That's what I'm starting to realize. Wade actually is living such a fulfilling, beautiful life compared to us who are always searching for the next high.
You guys are always looking. I'm here, man.
You found that Dragon Ball Z gacha game 6 years ago and you stuck with it.
I've not played that in like 2 months.
What are your current mobile game obsessions then, other than I assume Balatro?
I'm not really doing much on mobile, I'll be honest with you. It's been computer stuff.
Wait, I brought this on us. Never mind, I'm sorry.
He's about to say it. He's gonna say it.
It's been Diablo 4, Path of Exile.
Okay.
You know a weird one? I've not been playing, but I've been watching and learning. Dude, this has helped me go to sleep so quick, but also like I actually am interested, is Farm Simulator 25 videos. I remember us playing it and I didn't know what the hell. I was like, don't you ride the tractor and then it just does stuff? But there's like seeders, there's harvesters, there's cultivators, weeders.
When someone knows what they're doing, oh, it's impressive. It is really, really satisfying.
You know what intrusive thought I have about that is I really like the farm sim games. You know that Logitech makes a full desk mount setup where, you know how they have like racing wheels, right? Where it's like a steering wheel. They have a setup that's a farming simulator 3 module setup where it's like the center one is like a steering wheel with some buttons and things. And then there's like a joystick one for like operating the tools and switching. And then there's another one that's just like a big ass switch panel that's just got like 20 switches on it. And so you could have your whole like tractor cockpit setup. I never would ever buy that, but also every time I see it, especially if it goes on sale, because I get like sale emails and stuff, it's on sale. Usually it costs $350. It's only $300 right now for a game I'll play once a year, but I'll play it right, you know? But man, does that look fun?
I'm watching a guy whose name is Syrup play Farm Simulator 25.
Do you watch the esports stuff? I think I've talked about that way a long time ago on the show, but do you watch the Farm Sim esports? Because it's a whole league.
There's a league?
It's a whole thing. There's a specific field setup, and the point is you harvest a field, you bale it, and then you put it into your barn as efficiently as possible. But there's a drafting system for the vehicles. So before the round starts, there's like a lineup of all the vehicle options. There's only one of each one, and teams take turn drafting each vehicle strategically because they have different strengths. And then there's some kind of system where it's like there's bridges where you have to go over the bridge to get from your field to your barn to store your bales, but you can make your opponent's bridge raise, which means they have to like take the long way around. Farm Sim esports, hot stuff.
The one I'm watching, this dude's doing like a rags to riches thing where he started with 100,000 and he can only use his own equipment. No land, nothing at the start. He'll kind of do like little musical speed ups for some of like the weeding and harvesting. And dude, I'm interested. He's playing, he's like talking about his strategy, what he's going to be buying, how he's spending his money. And then he'll do the like time lapse of like doing the fields. I go to sleep like a baby. It's like I'm riding that tractor. It's been the cure for my lack of sleep. And then I wake up all sad because like the last few minutes of the video where he's like doing more stuff, like, oh, I gotta rewatch that tomorrow because I slept through it.
That is good stuff, but that's not failing. You're just winning too hard.
What can I say, man? All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
All right, well, speaking of winning, we are coming to the close of this episode, and I don't know if we've really done a full recap of what this year has been, but I will say it's been fun. For all the ups and downs and all that we've done and all the random obsessions we've had, I think this podcast is better than ever, and I'm very proud of it.
I am surprised this podcast is still fun. Not in like a pessimistic way of like, oh, I knew it would suck eventually, but like we have been doing it for a long time, and we've been doing 2 episodes a week now for quite a long time. Almost like a year and a half, almost 2 years. I thought it would get harder, and it is a lot of time. We have to record quite a bit to get 2 out a week. It's still fun though. We still have fun doing it. I am surprised about that. It's a good thing, but it's surprising.
Yeah, who knows what next year is going to have. I hope, if just to touch on resolutions, I do want to get back into Korean learning. If Iron Lung isn't out next year, no. I'm gonna take the entire movie, put it on a hard drive, and I'm gonna launch it from a catapult or trebuchet, and I'm gonna shoot it with a cannon. And I'll do that repeatedly until I hit it midair.
That'd be fun.
Then no one will ever get to experience.
just be one private little thing just for you and anyone who worked on it with you.
But I will close by saying, like, there's some very optimistic things about it actually coming out, so I'm very happy. And I think it's gonna be really cool. Anyway, any final thoughts, you guys, before I read the score?
I think this was also the year that Shakira was on Jimmy Fallon and had a lie detector test taken, which proved her hips don't lie.
That's good. I'll give Shakira a point.
Another win. This is about wins, right?
You know what? For you, it is, but that didn't earn you a lot of points. So I go first. I got a cowbell point, but that's it. Shakira got a truth point. Wade, you got points for cookie refund. Oh, you had to give the cookie back to James.
I denied. I did not give him what he wanted.
You got a California point. Bob, before you protest, you also got a California point, so you both got it at the same time. Why turn water off for the water failure? And then I gave you another point for Balatro, but I did realize that Bob has been playing Balatro more, so he got a high score point, and I scratched yours out for Balatro. And I guess I just revealed how many points you have versus Bob, so I guess I've really spoiled what's gonna happen.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, the listeners still have no idea.
They have no idea. And then you got a he's here point, right? And that sounds ominous, but that's because you're already there. You made it this year. You did what you set out to do. You're still doing it because you set out to do it so long ago and you accomplished all your goals and dreams. You're just coasting now. You're living the life. You're already here. So you get that point. Bob, you got a silent baby point. You got a California point. You got high score for Balatro as the resident among us three Balatro champion. We will reevaluate that with the new year. You didn't work out quite enough. You're car poser, but also I gave you a woodworking point because I have a feeling you're gonna fail at that next year. No, I'm just kidding, man. No, not like that, man. No, I didn't mean that, man.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm excited to get into that, I guess, and see where that leads.
We have no faith in Bob point.
No, man. No, it's not like that, man.
Why even try, Bob? You've already lost the point.
Well, when you put it like that.
No, actually, you gain the point if you fail, but I'll retroactively take it away next year if you actually succeed. So,
well, now I can just say that I failed. I'll just make some bad wood stuff and we'll see.
May I throw something in here? I don't care if there's points or not. I just got a message, like a ping from my D&D group, and I was like, I wonder what it is. I don't know what's going on, but there's a conversation. The last sentence is just, man, porn in the 90s was rough. And I just thought I would share that tidbit of information with you all.
I thought you were going to say they kicked you out, because that would be quite the failure. But no, I mean, that sounds accurate. I got to be honest, not well versed in 90s porn.
All right, well, sorry to all the fans of 90s porn out there. We're shitting on your dreams and your hopes.
This was the year we called Bird the porn guy, which is a nickname that he still can't get away from.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
That's fun. We have fun.
We do, at everyone else's expense.
We sure do. And at everyone else's expense, Bob has won the episode with 6 points.
Yes.
That's all it took? I had at least that many.
You had this many. You had 4. You would have had 5 with the Balatro point, but even then you wouldn't have had enough. So with a commanding 2-point lead, Bob, you take this with a sweep. All right, don't celebrate too hard, guys. All right, Jesus Christ.
Why would I celebrate? I lost.
I was celebrating internally.
Wade, please fill the empty space with your regrets about not winning this episode.
Really thought I crushed it. Really thought that my Ohio earthquake, downloading Balatro, talking about more house, water, toilet issues. I thought there were so many regrets. My health insurance didn't even make the list of my regrets.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's crazy. But you know, it's all fair and fun here. The win was stolen, but that's 2024 in a nutshell. I'm winning everywhere except for Undistractable. That's my regret, being here and losing.
I'm giving you the health insurance points, but it still doesn't change the outcome. But it's on the record. Boy, I wish I had kept the record of all. That napkin with the hot sauce on it is probably still at that Airbnb.
They probably framed it.
I hope so.
Probably found it. They were cleaning up and they found that and they were like, oh, this will be a piece of history.
Yes, one can only hope. Bob, you won. Congratulations. How do you feel?
I feel like I deserved it. I won because it's been such a hard year filled with so many failures that Mark basically threw me a bone because he felt like if I had one more tragic failure in my life, I might just quit the show entirely and go hide in a cave somewhere. So I appreciate that. You were pretty spot on with your assessment there, buddy. I really needed this one. Can't wait for the new year, you know?
I remember, Bob, you did have a New Year's resolution that you failed miserably at. You said that you would not make a loser speech. this entire year.
Oh, I don't recall making a loser speech.
Did you? Did you get away with calling it some surreptitious name?
No, I'm sure I did. I just don't recall making a loser speech.
He's won so many times in a row now.
According to the thing, I lost 1 episode ago. I lost, but I don't remember what I said. So probably I didn't make a loser speech, and that goes for the entire rest of the year, as far as I know.
Okay, retroactively, everyone, please sign that to be your memory and truth.
Man, have I only hosted 3 times since early November? I've had a rough end of the year, boys.
1, 2, 3 since November 15th. You hosted 2 in the first half of November, though.
You can look forward to hosting the first episode of the new year and kicking us off great and strong with whatever the hell we're going to be doing next year.
Who?
You.
I didn't win.
Bob, right. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Shut up.
Come on, man!
Bob, you're going to kick off the new year with
No, you still have a chance. You still have a chance. The next episode's still on like New Year's Eve or something. So if you win the next one, Wade, you technically. Oh, he left. Oh no, he didn't.
I thought this was the New Year's episode. That's why I made it all about the New Year's.
It is. Well, also it is.
All right. We'll leave that enigma up to you guys listening and watching at home. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here for another year. We got another year Distractable coming at you before our tumultuous, explosive ending, with which we will all walk away and never see each other again. And then we will be replaced by 3 other younger versions of ourselves who will take on the podcast from here on out.
Just like every previous year.
Thank you. Go check out Wade and Bob, Lord Minion 777, and Meisker. Thank you. Podcast out.
This episode of Distractable is presented to you by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. The folks over at T-Mobile have some big news for you. They now have the fastest 5G home internet according to the experts at Ookla Speed Test. So, if you want the fastest 5G speeds with a 5-year price guarantee, visit t-mobile.com/home internet to check availability. Price guarantee exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Fastest based on Ookla Speed Test intelligence data. Second half 2025. All rights reserved.
Good evening, gentle listeners or watchers, and welcome to Distractable. This episode, Michelangelo Mark tracks the soldier, makes Tyler strip, then judges the gents' scribblings. Berating Bob flames McDee's, wants spectator mode, derides Wade, and Good evening, gentle listener, and welcome to Distractable. This episode, red-blooded Bob emphatically throws down with wowhead Mark, then sleuths about sequencing. Weirding Wade isn't Saduka, loves PoE, becomes PC, and gets milky with SpaghettiOs. Muddled Mark gets lewdly green-screened, declares Bob a heretic, is horrified by the Hornets, then mayonnaises and mustards moles. From Carol Channing to sumptuous sartorial splendor. It's time for Does Order Matters? Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Distractable. My name is Bob. I'll be your host because I won the last one. My competitors for today will be Mark and Wade. They're competing for, that's right, studio audience, the opportunity to host the next episode. Yeah. If you've never seen the show before, I'm Drew Carey. That's the rules.
Am I Ryan because I'm tall or Colin because I'm bald?
You're definitely,
Or neither? I Chip?
You're definitely not Chip. If anyone's Chip, it's Mark.
Why do I gotta be Chip?
Well, because you're definitely not Ryan.
No, I don't want to be Ryan. Of course I'm not Ryan.
None of us could be Wayne Brady.
And none of us could be Colin Mockery. That's for sure. Well, except Wade, you are bald.
I feel like Wade is more Ryan-y.
Am I bleeding?
Net bitch. Anyway, that's the explanation of the show. I'm not going to give you any more rules. That's what happens. And so when the end of the show comes, and you know what's going to happen then.
Do you feel lucky? Do you, punk?
I remember that.
That's such a good bit. If you don't remember that, you're not a fan.
I have no fucking clue who Carol Channing is, but I know that Ryan loves doing an impression.
I looked her up one time and I was like, Ryan's impression makes no sense, but I'm sticking with it. She's doing a bad Carol Channing impression.
Who is Carol? I've never looked this up, but Carol Channing, who is?
She's the lady from the movie where she's got the gun and she's like, I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or 7?
Oh, right.
That's Carol Channing.
She passed away 4 years ago.
At 97 years old, born in 1921. That's a good life. Well, I mean, I don't know the quality, I guess. It's a long life.
Let's say good. Let's just say good.
I have a topic for today's episode, as the host often
I
does.
have an idea.
Bye.
I like this when you search Carol Channing. The questions are, what was Carol Channing famous for? And the second one is, why did Carol Channing say raspberries?
That didn't help at all. I thought that if there was a bright behind me, it wouldn't be like, oh, that background's bright enough.
You really just look like you're green screened in at this point.
You got it too.
I don't know.
Look, I could be in Mark's office too.
Editors, explode Mark's background.
Just wait till I do this. I'll give you something to explode on. No. There we go. There we go. There we go. Guys, my capture card is broken.
Dune!
What? Dune?
You're in Dune!
I'm in Dune.
Doesn't that look like the palace in
Wait! Hit the screech!
I'll cue up the point.
Ah!
It started actually on almost the correct note. That actually was really close.
Yeah, but then he didn't understand what you were trying to get him to do.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're referencing.
What's wrong with that one part of Dune? Wait. Oh, it's your microphone!
This is a really inconvenient cutout that definitely won't be exploited. I'm sure no one will ever do anything wrong with this.
Random unrelated question. How wide can you open your mouth?
Oh, really wide? Wow. I hate everything. I hate everything. How about this?
Oh, look at that.
Good.
Is this the whole, is this small talk? Is this your small talk?
No, I got other small talk.
Let's do small talk. Let's move on to small talk. Wait, go ahead.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on in life. Family, holiday time, and was upon us. This is our last episode before the new year, right?
Technically, the last episode was our New Year's episode, so this one's kind of just filler.
But this is our last episode of the year.
Technically.
So I gotta tell y'all, really hoping Diablo 4 turns it around, because man, I'm still playing Path of Exile. Still doing it.
We played Path of Exile together.
We did. It was fun. We got some good Orbeez. Mark, you gonna join us on Path of Exile next time?
No, that's what I feel bad about. I should. Sorry, this is for the view.
No, don't microphone. Don't do the microphone here.
This is viewers only. Anyway, no, I do have Bellator time. I feel bad that I have Bellator time, which I don't actually have Bellator time. I have time that I should be working on many other things.
Like playing Path of Exile 2 with your bud?
He's not gonna play Path of Exile, Wade.
Bo2 with your homies.
Look, it seems really fun. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm saying I don't have time to get invested into a game. That's why I haven't actually played a lot of games besides casual ones I can pick up. And even when I do, I kind of get too into them because I just don't want to get that into them that it takes up all my time and I want to. Because I know myself.
I want that for you.
I want that for me too. I do. I gotta move. I gotta get the movie done. I gotta move on with my life.
Mark, this is a long shot, but I just really want this for you in general. You think there will be a point in your life where you circle back around and start just no-lifing WoW again at some point? Like you've made your dreams, you've done things, and you're not like in the middle of trying to pursue things that you're really passionate about. It's more like you've got some more time, things have opened up. Will you circle back, assuming WoW is still, you know, in the next 3 decades, will still be there if you ever want to go back to it?
Oh, for sure.
It's not go anywhere, I'm sure. Probably, maybe. You think that's possible? Because WoW Mark was like a whole different human being.
Yeah, that I don't even know who that person is anymore. I've tried to play WoW almost every expansion. I kick it back up again, and it's fun for the leveling experience. I like some of the changes. Dragonflight, I know that's already like 2 expansions behind by now, but Dragonflight was fun. Made a lot of soup. I like the soup minigame. That was fun. you know, leveled up. The new dragon people were pretty fun. I like the new things, but at the same time, it's like the reason that I really got into it was less about that the game was so fun. It was because there was a very specific social circumstance that made me feel like I belonged and that I was valued because my skill was good, where I could be useful, and I was a healer, and I had a very close core group of people that I like to play with a lot of. So I did it more for them. All my times playing WoW a lot were because I was in like a guild that I really liked that I wanted to be around. I don't see myself doing that again because almost everything is, are you Markiplier? It's Markiplier! It's Markiplier! It's my own fault because I made my character named Markiplier. So, but even if I hit it, like usually as soon as I start talking, you know, the game's up, but...
Go with Tromboni, they'll never know it's you.
Damn it, why'd you reveal it?
That name 100% is taken, Wade.
Well, it'll be taken after this episode, so I gotta get back into it and claim it on every server.
Get on it now and no one will know it's you.
Everyone forget this. Expunge this episode from their minds. Editors, delete their minds.
I'm curious to see what that's going to look like in the final cut.
Yeah, I have no idea what it's gonna do. That is...
You should look at the Path of Exile 2 skill tree.
I've seen it. It's nightmarishly huge. Why? How does anyone actually fill that up?
No, honestly, I've only played one character a little bit, and it's terrifying. I don't care for the PoE.
It's very Final Fantasy X-esque.
I was going to say, it reminds me of the Final Fantasy X, and I fucking hated that, so...
Oh, I remember that one.
The
Holy
stupid
shit.
orb web of Final Fantasy X, when it's just like, yeah, and it's like infinite, and I hated it.
I loved the water soccer minigame, and I wish that it gave any other type of reward in the game because I played the shit out of it. I wish it got experience or something. Like, I spent all the time I should have been grinding.
Blitzball with Waka.
Dude, Blitzball was awesome. I had friends who didn't even actually play that game who knew what Blitzball was and had played it because like people would be like, you gotta play Blitz. Just try this minigame.
The Xanarkin Abes.
How do you remember that?
I looked that one up. I didn't remember the name.
How is your memory so good?
Nothing escapes Wade's steel trap of a mind.
Final Fantasy X was the first RPG I ever watched anyone play or played. It was the only one I played after that. I think I watched it after Summoner. But like those were my introductions to RPGs, so I have a lot of memories of those two specifically because they blew my mind. After playing like Twisted Metal, it's like, well, I guess I Diablo, but Diablo feels different than Final Fantasy does in the way that you do things. Like there's not really a skill tree, it's like attributes and stuff. But like I remember seeing the skill tree in that and watching like my friend grind and go and fight like the different summons and stuff. It was like that game blew my mind, so it stuck with me for a long time. Still has.
I already went over my browsing last episode.
You're not at all sketchy thing of white powder.
It is suspicious, but I'm not dead after trying it, so that's good. What else is new? There's more miscellaneous computer parts.
Ooh, Bob, I'm marking that one down too.
Oh, you and your... I don't believe any of you. I don't believe anything.
You shouldn't.
I play lots of video games and I'm enjoying them. And now that I'm less mobile and more just like PC gaming, it's been a lot nicer.
Nicer.
I'm always inclined. Like my problem with mobile gaming is I'm always inclined. Some of those gotcha options that pop up, I'm like, that would be nice. That would save me like 3 days of grinding. So I gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. Whereas a lot of PC gaming, like sure, some of them have like battle passes and stuff like that. Path of Exile is all purely cosmetic stuff. Like you buy the game and then there's cosmetic stuff and it's like whatever. Some of it I might care about, mostly I don't care. I just play and enjoy the game. It's just such a nice feeling to like play a game and not feel like I've got to worry about stamina or...
You're gonna love Balatro. You're gonna love Balatro.
You are gonna love Balatro, that's true.
It's installed and ready to go.
It's super fun. Why don't we just cut this recording early and we just go play Balatro?
Oh, I'm down. We just record ourselves playing Balatro separately, all here. That's an episode of the podcast.
Oh, that's a little bit of small talk. Gaming. I have to redo this whole basement floor. Our cat has ruined the carpet, so I've got to redo the whole basement floor. I want to get one of those like board game tables, like the poker table, but you can also put like the ping pong on top or like play cards or tabletop games.
Like a fancy one?
Yeah, I want to get like a really nice, just like gaming table. I don't know where to go to shop for those, but yeah, I do want to get one.
There's a couple brands that sort of have like make them more manufacture them, but there are also some like custom sellers where it's just like a woodworker or a small shop that makes. There's some cool stuff out there.
Do you know any of those?
Off the top of my head, no. I think Wormwood is one. I'm not sure. If you start Googling The like mainstream ones will come up, but if you dig around, I usually just go to Reddit, dig around Reddit a little bit. People will talk about like, oh, look at this. There are some ones where it's like they have cup holder attachments that hang out off the table. They like attach wherever you're sitting, but they're over the edge of the table. So if you spill it, it doesn't like spill into the game field. There's ones where there's like compartments for your pieces or game like notebooks or whatever. There's all kinds of stuff. It's very fun. I want to get one of those, but we have like a regular table in the place where that table would go, and it's like, well, that table's fine. Seems stupid to get rid of a table for a table, but maybe someday.
A really good one. Yeah, I gotta measure and see what kind of space we have, because the one spot I've got for it is not the biggest space in the world. So I gotta see how big one I can fit, along with having seating and room. Because like the previous homeowners had a pool table, but like it was not regulation. It was like more narrow because they couldn't really fit and play on a normal size one. So I've got a little bit of a smaller space I want to put it in, but I'll figure all that out. That's my goal for next year, is to get the basement floor redone.
Are you gonna fix it so the cat doesn't ruin it again? Or?
I'm gonna get like a fake wood, like a laminate wood or something down the thing and do the area road.
Bob, your woodworking skills are coming in so clutch right now. Not only can you redo his floors, you can build him his conversion table. I believe in you and everything that you will do in the future.
Didn't you literally tell him like last episode he failed?
I'm betting against myself.
He implied that I would fail, but he wants me to succeed, and I'll allow that. All right, I'll start building you a table, Wade.
Okay, if it's really good, I'll keep it, and if not, I'll thank you for it, and then I'll give that one away and get the good one.
I'm gonna come over periodically and just check and make sure it's exactly where I wanted you to put it, and that you didn't do anything.
Oh, I'll be honest with you. I'll be like, yeah, yours was nice, but like I wanted nicer. But if you do a really good job, I'll keep it.
I feel pre-injured by that interaction.
You guys want to hear a funny story that's also sad and not funny at all, but kind of funny?
I'm ready to laugh.
So, sports story, kind of. No, not yet. Haha, you hold it in.
Okay.
NBA's Hornets sorry after giving child the PS5 before taking it back off camera.
Damn.
They replaced the PS5 off camera with a jersey.
Why?
They're a basketball organization. Why not just give him the PS5? Like, damn.
It is the Hornets.
The incident unfolded during the second quarter of Monday's game against the Philadelphia 76ers when Hugo, the team's mascot dressed as Santa Claus, brought a 13-year-old fan onto the court. After a letter to Santa requesting a PS5 was read out loud to the whole crowd, a cheerleader presented the console, prompting cheers from the crowd and visible excitement from the boy.
That's nice. That's very nice.
But the joy quickly evaporated when a Hornets staff member took the console back after the camera stopped rolling and handed the boy a jersey instead. The confusion was said to leave the boy, his family, and even team performers stunned. Why in the fuck did they do that?
There is no reason that could exist that makes that make any sense whatsoever. $600 to the Charlotte Hornets is like a accounting error. Why would they do that?
I don't know. They issued a public apology on Tuesday acknowledging their error, saying, quote, during last night's game, there was an on-court skit that missed the mark. The skit included bad decision-making and poor communication. Simply put, we turned the ball over and we apologize. The fuck does that mean?
I was gonna say, if they have anyone who's worried about PR at all, they definitely already sent him a PS5 as an apology. I didn't miss that, right? That doesn't say that they did that.
As far as I know, he still hasn't gotten the PS5.
There's an easy solution to this.
Apparently, they told the kid's uncle beforehand that the kids aren't keeping the presents we're giving them. And the uncle's like, haha, that's funny. And then they meant it. But apparently now that all this shit's come out, they've said they've reached out to the family and not only committed to making it right, but exceeding expectations. We'll be providing the fam with the PS5 that he should have taken home last night, along with a VIP experience to a future game. However, that VIP experience, they're also going to take over there.
Yeah, they're gonna like give them a bill once they're sitting in their VIP seats. Like, well, you've got a new jersey and a hat, and you're sitting in these first class, top of the line seats. That'll be $900 a seat, please.
Also, this is a lifetime ban. You're never welcome back after this.
I want to see the fan cam just focus on two child arms around a big pillar going like, oh,
The Hornets have called this an on-court skit that missed the mark. The skit included bad decision-making and poor communication.
The thing about that is,
What?
Yeah.
I want to know what accounting guy was like, we can't afford this. We'll just trick them. That'll be fine. Just take it back.
Why not just tell him, hey, we're gonna give you a jersey, signed or not? And the kid who's at a Hornets game probably like, oh, cool, a jersey. But instead they were like, you know what would be a better idea? Pretend to give the kid the thing he wants for Christmas, then take it away. That couldn't possibly look bad on us later.
It's just like, this is the joke you tell about a rich business guy and there's a baby and he's holding a lollipop. And then laughing and punching the baby.
What actually happened was the players were in the locker room and one of their stars saw on the TV that the kid was getting the PS5 and he was like, hey, I don't have a PS5. What the hell? And they were like, oh wait, take that back. That's the only one. Give that to the star. Give the kid a jersey or something. Fine.
4 players on the Hornets are making close to I don't know, $70,000 or $70 million this year. Just the first 4 I see their salaries, and they were like $300 PS5. Ooh. Like LaMelo Ball is under contract for this year for $35 million and change, and then they're like, but that $300 PS5 for the Christmas on-court skit.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Mark, this was a great story to bring up, and I absolutely love when corporations do something good and then look like assholes when they make the most boneheaded decisions afterward.
I'm just still trying to understand, like, it was a skit. Okay, fine, they called it a skit. It was a skit. I'm trying to piece together what the joke was. Like, it was a skit because they were like, oh, we'll pretend to give him a PS5, but we'll actually give him something he wants even more, a jersey.
Like the cheerleaders, apparently nobody was in on it. Like one person knew that it was a skit and was like whispered to apparently the uncle, like, the kids aren't actually keeping this stuff. It's what?
It just goes to show no company ever has your goodwill in mind. It's only to garner support and look like they're good and make you think that they're nice. Everything else is a smokescreen.
I want to see the meeting where they were like, all right, what should we do? We need like an encore. Let's have someone come on the court. It's Christmas. What if we give a kid a present he really wants? But what if we take it away and give him a jersey instead? Because a jersey's an even greater gift. Yeah, that'll go great. All right, Johnson, good work. Smoke break.
Everybody, mandatory smoke break. Get outside! Get outside now!
That was actually a surprisingly large amount of small talk, but that's okay because the episode idea I have for today is one of those ones where in my head it sounds like it's totally an episode, but the more I've thought about it and written things down for it to talk about, the more I've been like, wow, this might be awful.
Oh!
So we're gonna do it anyway. No, I'm sure it'll be fine. Wade, I'm gonna give you the segue point for this, even though the segue that you made was about 25 minutes ago.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna spell segue like the gyroscopically stabilized mode of transportation and not like segui.
That's because we're wheeling right over to the topic.
Order is important, Wade. You're right. Order matters. Just like this is the last episode of the year.
What did I say when did I say that?
It was a long time ago. It was like right at the top. The order in which you do things, especially some things, matters a lot. And a lot of food stuff here, but we'll talk about a wide range of things. And specifically, I just want to talk about what order we do things in and who does it correctly. So, like, for starters, we can talk about this, but this one is not the most engaging. The order you make a sandwich.
Oh, yes, I knew it. I had it in my brain. Oh.
It's like a normal, pretend it's like you're making yourself the most deluxe sandwich you can, but it's like a normal at-home sandwich with all your usual stuff.
Are we including getting the ingredients out, or are we assuming they're already there?
I like where your head is at. Include getting the ingredients out if that's a thing that you have order for.
Do we get points taken off if we don't eat a lot of things on our sandwiches?
No, it's all about the order. I'm going to decide whose order is more correct, is basically the way the points get divvied out here. So, but there's not like 1 point per thing there. If you have good reasoning, you know how I keep score. I'm Drew Carey. Who wants to go first?
Me.
Well, he said it. That's fast. Mark, you're up first.
The obvious first step, and this is something I'll defend. Some people don't do it, and they're still wrong if they don't do it. You should do this first. Check the bread. I always check the bread. Not that I have it, but for mold.
For mold.
For mold.
Yeah,
because
dude.
it's been there a long time.
For mold. Oh my god.
Exactly. Check the bread for mold. I always assume there's bread around, and I assume that because if there isn't, it's been thrown away, and that's not me. It's there somewhere, and it's probably, if it's old, I'll see the mold.
I love that catchphrase. I say it every time. If it's old, I'll see the mold.
It's like an infomercial. It's just perfect.
Do you have one of those moldifying glasses?
I want it to be a negative point, but I have to give you a point for that because it actually tickled me.
It's gonna be one of those episodes.
Go on. You've checked the bread. It's fine.
Oh, am I going the whole way?
Unless you want to toss it back and forth, but I'm interested. I'm intrigued because that is a very thoughtful first step. I got taken by that recently. I didn't make a sandwich. I was trying to like just have some toast, like bread with peanut butter on it, like a breakfast toast in the morning thing. Didn't realize till I was taking a bite of toasted bread, and I was like, that tastes moldy. Fuck. I didn't die yet, so I'm sure it's fine.
So I'll keep going then. I can't say the specifics of the order, but once I've checked the bread, it's to the fridge, right? Almost all of my ingredients for whatever sandwich besides the PB&J are fridge-based. Well, actually, include 50% of it are fridge-based, I guess, in the PB&J.
Unless it's New J. Could be New J.
Yes, you're right. But I go to the fridge no matter what. I open the fridge, stand there because I've forgotten what I was making. Looking around, I eye the cheese. I eye the giant block of cheddar that's there in the drawer, and I go, that's easier than a sandwich. Oh, a sandwich! And then I grab the mayonnaise.
Hey, a sandwich.
I grab the mayonnaise and the lunch meats because it's in the same tray as the cheese. And then I grab the sliced cheese if I have it. Most of the time I don't because I've eaten it. So any sliced cheese goes very quickly because it's slightly easier than chopping off my own cheese from the block. And I don't do that for a sandwich.
That's the wrong kind of cheese.
Wrong kind of cheese. Once I grab all of it, I grab it all in one. I don't tink, grab it all, hip close the fridge, plop it on the counter, grab a paper towel, rip it off, lay it on the counter, put the 2 pieces of bread on the paper towel, grab a knife, mayonnaise first, meat, more meat, cheese. Sometimes I'll do ketchup or not ketchup. That doesn't go on my sandwich. Mustard. The other thing, mustard. A long time ago, I told you bologna, ketchup, and sliced pickle sandwich. Very good, but not for here. It's usually like ham, turkey, roast beef, provolone cheese if I have it, anything else if I have that, a mayonnaise on the other side. I don't usually do veggies or anything. And I slap that bad boy on there, close it up. If I'm feeling fancy, I'll cut it diagonally, wrap it in the paper towel that I just had there. Nom, 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 nom.
I will say, cutting your sandwiches at home, underrated. It's a different thing to eat a sandwich that's been cut, especially on the diag. That's a nice touch. I do appreciate that. And you said you build the sandwich on the counter, but you put a paper towel down, or do you just literally lay it on?
Yeah, paper towel down, bread on there, mayonnaise on one side, plop, 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 plap, plap, not plap, plop. Not plap, plop, plop, plop. You know when you make a sandwich, plap, 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 plap. You know?
Oh, we all know about plapping.
I know how to make a sandwich, all right? Then eat, yeah.
A lot of that, I gotta say, content-wise, a lot of that matches up with how I do it. There were a couple interesting choices. Wade, hit me with it.
I'm debating whether I want to give you my real thing or if I just want to go fucking wild.
I mean, you can lie if that's what you're here for, I guess. I don't know.
I'm imagining like instead of spreading the jelly on the bread, you spread it on your hand and then just slap it on the bread and smear it off.
What the fuck?
So that's the thing. I wouldn't believe that you did that.
No, okay, so I'll go PB&J because that sounds the best to me right now. I had like a sub yesterday with like meat and cheese. So right now a PB&J just sounds good. But if I'm gonna have a PB&J, the first thing I always do, I do check the bread.
That was so
but I also check and make
stupid.
sure I've got
How?
milk. 'Cause I need milk at a PB&J. So I gotta have milk that's good. And I also am like 10 years old, so I have to have either chips or SpaghettiOs with my sandwiches.
Whoa. SpaghettiOs goes with PB&J?
It goes with ham and cheese, PB&J, whatever. I like it with both.
Those are not the same kind of sandwich, but I'll allow it.
To give you my order of operations, I check, make sure I have all my ingredients, that they're all still good. And then it's timing. I eat 2 sandwiches and a bowl of SpaghettiOs, but the timing has to be right. So I get a bowl, I open up the can of SpaghettiOs, put them in the bowl, scrape out the can, rinse out the can, whatever. And then I put a paper towel over the bowl and put it in the microwave because SpaghettiOs like the out everywhere and make your microwave dirty. So you have to like wrap it and tuck the corners under the bowl, which gets to be really annoying because one corner always wants to untuck. But you get it tucked in, you put it in there, and I think SpaghettiOs are like 2 minutes. Put it in the microwave, get all my ingredients for making sandwiches ready to go. Got my, knife for the spreading of peanut butter. I use a spoon for the jelly. And then it's like timer, start, 2 minutes. Got to make my sandwiches. I get a plate, 4 pieces of bread, and I grab 2, set them down, 2, set them down. I do 2 sandwiches.
Oh, right. I must have missed that part. Sorry.
2, set them down, 2, set them down, and then I flip the 2 over, so that way they're 2 pieces of bread that line up properly.
So yeah, so the butts are touching.
So I know which jelly goes to which peanut butter.
Obviously.
And then I start with the jelly. I do the jelly first and lay that down. Jelly, lay that down. Then peanut butter, put it on top. Peanut butter, put it on top. But when I eat them, I flip and I eat jelly on top because peanut butter likes to stick to the roof of my mouth. So I want jelly on top when I eat. And then usually microwave's about done when the sandwiches are done. Put my stuff away, stir the SpaghettiOs or pour my chips, whatever one I'm doing. Pour my glass of milk, sit down, eat.
I'm defending a piece that he does here really strongly because he's very right about the order that you do the peanut butter and jelly. He's correct. Jelly first. Why? Because you can lick the knife and it'll be clean going into the peanut butter. But if you do peanut butter first, you can't really get it off going into the jam. I don't mind a little jam in my peanut butter and spit, I guess, but also I wipe it on the paper towel.
So I use 2 different utensils. I use a knife for the peanut butter and a spoon for the jelly, but the peanut butter?
Fuck this guy. I hope he burns in hell. This guy is the reason America is going the way it is.
Wait, say the reason out loud. Bring it home.
Because you spread the peanut butter and then you dip it back in and you get a fingerful of peanut butter from your clean finger you eat, but then the knife's still clean because your finger was clean, so you get one more. But then you've got saliva on the knife, so then the knife has to be in the sink. But you get 2 just bites of peanut butter by itself.
This is a man of sin, of waste, of gluttony and excess. Oh, I'm sorry, we just got unlimited silverware here. Oh, I only grew up with 1 knife that we all had to share. We all had to share that knife. When I was done, I licked it, handed it to my brother. He licked it clean, so my germs weren't on it. Stick it in the jam, peanut butter, and then we just, we use our long dog-like tongues to lick it out of the jar.
Look, let me just throw this out there. I respect Wade's reasoning. If you use a knife to get jelly out of a jar, there is something wrong with you as a person.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There is something that malfunctions and
you're across the broken fingers can't have the manual dexterity to navigate jam out with a knife.
What are you? We're out here and I just see tink 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 and we're scraping it out and like an animal.
I churn the jelly with the spoon and then get it out.
Churn it with the knife.
You still can't scoop it out.
Yes, you can. What kind of jam are you doing?
You
You're
get
doing
like
the liquidy crappy
1/100th of a
jam,
sandwich
not the
per scoop?
preserves. Are you not doing the preserves?
Wade, what he's telling us is he doesn't put enough on, that he doesn't encounter this as a problem. That's what he's telling us.
Listen, the jam, you don't need as much as you do to the peanut butter.
Oh.
You need more jelly than peanut butter.
No!
You need a lot of peanut butter, but you need more jelly.
Listen, I don't need that much jam. I need the peanut butter, which is why I built a peanut butter wall around the bread, edge of the bread, so the jam doesn't leak out. If you put too much jam in there, it's gonna explode everywhere.
That's why I'm a fast eater, and I'm like, you have to watch your bite. It's like a whole act
Yeah,
of
it's
like,
a game. It's a bet. You have to
take a bite. It's like, how's the other side look? Oh, I gotta get that. Oh.
You don't need peanut butter defending your borders. You are the border defense. You eat your way to the center and none of it leaks out.
I'm sorry. Listen, you're trying to tell me that you need a spoon as a crutch to get jam out.
It's not a crutch. It's just the way it's done.
And it's because you like the mess that it makes after it's spilling out of your sandwich.
I've never in my life had a mess from eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I do it right.
I haven't either because I do it right also.
A wall of peanut butter. You have more peanut butter than jelly on your peanut butter?
Yes, of course you do.
What do you glue your mouth shut and die every time you eat one?
It's delicious.
Yeah, dude, you gotta have a lot of jelly. It's gotta be the top layer in your mouth.
The jelly is the reward for the peanut. You can have peanut butter on toast whenever you want. That's not exciting. The jelly is the thing that spices it up.
If you like the jelly so much and you eat the jelly up, it doesn't touch your tongue. You do jelly down so it gets to your tongue.
If you chew your food, it all touches everything.
Oh, this guy said he ate fast. He ain't chewing nothing. Wade's hawking it down like a snake in an egg.
Oh, I do chew. I'm a fast eater, but I do chew. I have a question though. I've never done this. I blew my own mind years ago whenever it was like I wanted like a ham and cheese, but I also wanted a grilled cheese. So I was like, what if I just put ham on there and grill it? And a grilled ham and cheese, very good. Has anyone ever done a grilled PB&J?
Yes, it's delicious. What you really want to do to perfect it, because you don't really want to squeeze it because of the nature of a peanut butter and jelly, air fryers. You make a peanut butter and jelly. If you want the proest of pro tips, it sounds gross. Mayonnaise is the thing that you want on the outside of a grilled cheese sandwich.
No.
Mayonnaise.
No. Oh my God.
You put it on the outside and then you toast it in the air fryer.
No.
It gets a thicker crust than butter ever could have dreamed of having.
This is from one of those stupid food blogs that some asshole was like, oh, you put mayonnaise on the outside of your grilled cheese better than butter. That person should be shot.
I've been doing this since like 2015.
And that's when you were the blog post. You made it.
I'm not a mayonnaise guy, so I don't know if I'd like it or not.
It doesn't taste like mayonnaise. It tastes the same as any other grease that Maillard's on the outside of a grilled cheese.
Oh, it's terrible because it started this epidemic of people all of a sudden being like, oh, you don't put butter on grilled cheese. You put mayonnaise. And it's like, I like mayonnaise. It don't belong on the outside of your grilled cheese. You just butter it and it's fine. We've tried it here because Amy was also like, oh, you put mayonnaise. I was like, and I even heard that. I was like, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And then you tried it. It's still the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Take my points. I don't care. Take them away.
Mark turned into Wade at some point during this exchange.
God, I didn't know I was doing this podcast with barbarian heathens, heretics.
No, do you want to know why mayonnaise is good and why it's useful? Do you keep counter butter? Do you keep warm butter in your house, or is your butter all refrigerated?
It's refrigerated.
Because spreading cold refrigerated butter onto soft sandwich bread, I might as well just fucking put it in a blender and then drink it. Because it destroys everything. There's no...
Put it in the microwave.
The man who won't use a second utensil wants me to microwave butter instead of just using the mayonnaise that's already on the counter while I'm making a sandwich?
Look, you put it in the microwave in the package for 5 seconds. It's soft. It doesn't melt.
You microwave the whole thing of butter just for one little bit?
Why not? Just to soften it.
Because it fucking melts the whole thing of butter.
Because then you take the stick of butter that is soft and you rub it on your bread.
You, sir, are the barbarian.
You don't need to cut it. You
that
take
leaves
the stick.
bread dingleberries on a whole stick of butter.
You lick it clean.
Oh my God, it gets worse and worse.
All right, I don't do that.
Where are we going? What's happening?
I don't do that. I don't want people to think I do that.
I'm always used to being one of the ones yelling. It's so much fun to watch you two go at it.
Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun?
I don't lick the butter after I'm done.
Before we move on from sandwiches, I do have a question, and I feel like this might just be me being a special kind of insane. Bread loaves that you buy from the store, they have like a dome. The top is like a dome shape, right? So each slice of bread, it's not like it's a flat side. There's like a curve to it, right? So there's one side that's slightly bigger and one side that's slightly smaller of the slice of bread because of the nature of the sloped top part.
Like a muffin. You have the muffin up.
Whenever I make a sandwich, I specifically line it up so it's big side to big side, which means that one of them gets like flipped around. Is this a thing that you guys ever think about in life, or am I just crazy? Because I can't, if I make a sandwich and it's not like that, and then you have like the uneven bread, I'm like, it's.
You don't want that. This is why when you pull out the slices, right? The 4 slices that I use for 2 sandwiches, you pull out those 4, split them into 2s that are touching, and then I flip them like long ways so that they're like small squared offside to small squared offside, and then they close back up. It's like opening a clam and closing a clam shell almost. That way you have the right 2 pieces of bread and the correct sides touching.
The correct way is actually, if you really want to do it, you take the slices mirror mirror at the other end of the loaf.
Ooh.
And you have to reach in, and obviously it takes a lot of work, but once you get down in there, you find its match, and then that slope that it goes up on the dome fits perfectly. And whereas the other one is like I get what you're saying, is like slightly bigger to big, but it's still slightly, the whole slice is slightly bigger.
It's still not, it doesn't match up perfectly.
The outside would be, but the insides line up perfectly as long as they're the ones touching.
All you have to do, no, Mark is right, and I've never done this. All you have to do is open bread loaves from both ends.
Oh God, hold on, no!
You just go in from the outside.
Yes!
Don't go to the other end. Don't let the air touch it. You would go, so if you want one sandwich, the first sandwich you get, they'll take away the heel, because no one eats the heel.
Oh, the heel's a good part.
You leave the heel for defense, and you use that.
Yeah, the heel's the defense. You don't eat the heel.
I eat the
defense.
heel, but you leave that.
You take out the first slice, you go all the way to the other end for the other slice.
I don't say I do this, but I'm saying it is there.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. That's perfect.
The other two are close enough together and they line up because they were where the cut was made.
They're slightly different.
But the mirror piece is the actual correct piece.
Assuming it's a perfectly symmetrical loaf.
Generally, they're manufactured.
Even if it's not, then this one may not have, the first two might not have a mirror piece, but the next two will. Like at some point there's a majority of mirrors.
Yeah, but where it was cut, you know those two sides line up.
Yeah, but then it's one bigger and one smaller.
That's okay.
That's interesting. You know what? I feel like we arrived, for where we were in the middle of that, I feel like we arrived at a really good place on sandwiches. Anyway, order matters.
Great episode, Bob.
Yeah, well, I have a bunch of other stuff.
No, I want more.
I want to do another food one because I'm curious about this.
I hope you bring up cereal. I hope to God you bring up cereal.
Oh, that one's quick and easy. Okay.
How can you screw this up?
There's only one answer with
No,
cereal, so
there
let's
is
do
not.
that real quick. Cereal.
Oh, here we go.
What or bowl of cereal? What order?
Ooh, I'm gonna roll up the sleeves.
You put your bowl down, you pour milk in it, then you pour your cereal.
Dude.
I'll die on this hill, and there's so many reasons. All you sheeple out there that think it's okay, you pour your cereal first, then your milk. No, you pour your milk first, so you have a fixed quantity of milk. The elements that you're fighting is time till sogginess. If you have your milk first, you get the quantity of milk that you want, and then you pour cereal a little bit at a time, so it never becomes soggy, and then you will have a perfect ratio of cereal to milk at the end of it, because you will pour exactly as much cereal as that milk requires in the duration that it needs to be poured.
So the sogginess thing is always the argument, and like that's correct to me, but I've never understood. You know how I do it is you pour the cereal first and you pour a small amount of milk and then you eat down the side.
Oh!
So that you're eating the part that's in the milk as it's getting milk saturated before it gets soggy. There's not enough milk. Like for me, like less than a quarter of the bowl is ever touching milk at any given moment. Why if you pour milk first and your cereal floats, you get like 5 Cheerios before it's floating over the edge of the giant bowl of milk that you just poured.
How much do you fill it with milk?
I don't know. I assume if you pour milk first, you pour a lot because you're a fucking
You
weirdo.
pour like a third of it in there. You don't want a lot of milk, but you're just the way you're describing it, you're a milk firster in denial. You're a milk firster.
I would just rather have my cereal maxed out and then enough milk to make it very delicious to eat.
I don't have time to pour cereal 30 times for one meal. I fill that bowl like 3/4 with cereal. I pour it like half full of milk, and then it's like a hot dog eating competition, man. I'm ravenous. I'm a fast eater, and I am pouring through that thing.
You don't need to do that if you just pour your milk first.
I like it, and I wouldn't change it.
And how many times have you been there when you have your cereal, you pour your milk, and you're like, oh shit, I don't have enough milk. I gotta go pour more.
Never. You can tell how much milk you have.
It's never ever happened because when I pick the milk out of the fridge, I know exactly if I have enough or not enough milk.
Then pour that amount into your bowl.
You know what I've had happen, which is even more sad, is whenever I'm preparing for this and I go to pour the cereal and the box weighs so much, I'm like, oh, there's at least enough for a bowl, and like 4 pieces of cereal come out. And that's it.
Well, that's a whole other issue. That's another issue.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah, that's another different issue.
Well, nobody gets any points for that. I feel very conflicted now.
Oh, it is cereal first.
It is milk first.
Wait, somehow you're right, but very wrong. And somehow, Mark, you're right, but also wrong. And I don't understand how this is where we have arrived at, but I find it very confusing.
Crunchy cereal is better, but you don't milk first.
Well, you're just accepting soggy cereal as your life?
I think Wade's argument is he eats it so fast it doesn't have a chance to get soggy, but that's not how I eat cereal. Cereal is fun. I want to enjoy that. I don't want to just...
I enjoy it. The truth of the matter is, full bowl of cereal fast, refill because there's still milk, more.
The milk reload is always nice because then you're putting cereal into cereal flavored milk, and then you get, especially if it's something like, what are those, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk?
Yeah.
That's a whole separate kind of, that's like a special experience.
But that's a milk first thing too. It gets progressively more cerealed, and by the bottom of it, when you're finishing out the exact ratio, those last bites are just as delicious.
Now you pour it over the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and it gets that loose granules off and saves it for later.
What? You're just stripping your top layers of cereal of their cinnamon?
Put it in the milk for later.
Let's move on to a stupider one. What order do you get dressed in? This is not a complicated process, unless you're putting on like a three-piece suit or something. What order do you get dressed in? Because there's kind of an order you have to get dressed in, but there are choices along the way.
Are we saying like you're taking a shower, getting out of the shower, getting dressed for the day or something?
You are starting as you were born with nothing around you or upon you. How do you begin to clothe yourself from a 100% naked state?
All right, I'm gonna take this like getting out of the shower. My first, Mark first.
Go ahead. Mark seems to be pondering.
It is underwear first, then for me usually shorts, then shirt, and if I'm going out and about, it's socks. Well, sometimes I'll do, okay, so if I'm going out and about, sometimes it's socks after underwear before pants or shorts. But sometimes jeans can just be annoying to deal with when you're just like trying to put socks on. So if I'm doing socks, then it's underwear, socks, shorts, shirt. If I'm just hanging around the house, underwear, pants / shorts, then shirt.
So you're a no socks in the house kind of person though?
Nah, I don't really need them. I'm not like a cold person. I feel like socks, I get warm, so I don't really need socks in the house.
I mean, the socks, but I never walk around with bare feet in my house. I have
How many nukes are gonna spawn?
socks?
I'm barefoot.
Gross, disgusting human being that you are. That makes sense, along with your jelly tastes.
Dude, growing up, my mom had a pool whenever I was like in elementary school, and you'd wake up, and it was just like, oh, wake up, put on some swimming trunks, walk outside, hop in the pool. Like, you never needed shoes for anything. Why would you put shoes or socks on to go like walk outside? So I just kind of grew up being used to being barefoot. More convenient, less to take off and deal with later if I want to swim.
More ringworm on your feet.
Never had ringworm. My feet are too tough to get it.
I don't think he knows what ringworm is.
Isn't it hookworm? Isn't hookworm what you get in your feet?
Probably. You would know. Wormfoot.
That's my favorite Lord of the Rings character.
He's basically right. I mean, I can't really argue. It's underwear first, and anyone that actually argues underwear in any other place than first, they might have something wrong with them. Or they might be magical. That would be very impressive, but not practical for me. I slip into my very comfortable revolutionary briefs first, obviously, and then I stand there and let the cool get to me. Because if I put on anything too fast, I start sweating immediately after a hot shower.
Yes.
I take lukewarm showers. I can't do hot showers, and I don't overheat. If anything, I'm chilly when I get out of the shower, so I want to get dressed quick.
But you need the hot shower, but you just need to cool down. The hot shower is way better.
I'm too much of a baby to do the cold after the hot shower because I'm like, I just enjoyed it. Why am I going to make it terrible at the end here? Yeah, so I put on my underwear and I just kind of stand there for a bit, walk around, let myself cool down. Then it's, yeah, I think he's right. It's pants.
Sometimes I'm underwear shirt first, but usually it's underwear pants first.
It's whatever I can reach first, honestly. But most of the time, if after a shower, you know, I'm getting properly dressed, it's pants. Yeah, underwear, pants, shirt, socks are dependent. Socks fit in that order. If I'm going out, yeah, it's like socks, then shirt, or shirt, and then socks will come when they come.
Yeah, my feet have gotten further away as I've gotten older. I don't know what's happened.
Oh, you mean because you're tall?
Yeah, well that, and also just like I feel like I put on a bit more weight, so like whenever I put jeans on, like something about jeans and socks. It's like I never want to put on socks if I have jeans on. Couldn't tell you what it is. Maybe I need stretchy, like they have those stretchy jeans that are really comfortable.
Yeah. Do you still wear like hard denim jeans? Because they have.
I think a couple of pairs I have are, but like there's something about like you reach in jeans, and even if you can like physically stretch, sometimes jeans are just like you're not today.
I haven't worn jeans in a long time.
I prompted that one by saying it was gonna be stupider. And it was. I was just hoping for some surprises, but no magical surprises.
Not here, not here.
All right, this was just happening. We all probably just did this, at least in some form. It's still an order, but it's not an order of different things you do. This is one thing that you do. How do you approach unwrapping a present? Assume it's a box. This is not some weird. It's like a box that's wrapped in a very sort of traditional way where it's like the ends are taped and it's just like a very standard, straightforward wrapping. Where do you start? How do you approach this?
I'm gonna throw this out there, and I want to disclaim it's not me. This is not me. I'm gonna describe a psychopath.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A psychopath opening a present, and I know this because I witnessed it all growing up from my brother. A psychopath opening a present carefully lifts the tape so that it doesn't tear the paper and slowly disassembles the entire wrapping without ripping any of the paper, and then removes the present, sets it aside, and folds the paper.
Why?
Why? I don't know. He didn't do this a lot, but for a while there, he was very perfectionist.
That's just kind of anticlimactic.
Like a child. I don't know if he still does it because we don't do tons of presents now, but he did that. It stuck with me, and so I, like a sane person, just take the present and go, yay! Just however it'll come off, I get it off. Whatever I see the.
You don't have a technique. You just dive in.
Whatever. There's usually a weakness on wrapping, and if it's like a professionally done one, you got to go in through the long side long slip, but you got to be careful because you'll paper cut yourself if you go too fast. That shit's sharp, especially the professional ones. But usually just grab under that first one piece of tape because no one really puts that much effort into taping it, or they shouldn't anyway, and I go that's it.
The shush method.
Wade.
So 2 things here. First of all, if you get a bag that has like the wrapping paper in it, and then like there's just a present under the wrapping paper, I am the guy that's like, well, they might want the bag and the wrapping paper back, so I'll like gently take out the wrapping paper and like make sure the bag is okay. But if it's a present that has like wrapping paper and tape, if it has a bow, I'll like undo the bow nicely. Like, okay, maybe someone wants to reuse this or whatever. It could be thoughtful. But then the wrapping paper, you find those folds, because usually for our family it's the side folds, and you grab those little triangular fold things and you rip one, and then you have your weakness, and then like Mark. I
forgot why.
Yeah, but I do it to the bags too. I don't give a shit if they want them back. They can get the pieces back.
You get a bag and you don't open it. You just start ripping the bag.
Why did you feel the need to clarify that you don't damage the bag? What kind of sociopath damages a bag that a present comes in?
Exhibit A.
Whoa, that makes me feel unsafe.
I mean, some people are kind of rough. They'll like dent the bag and they'll like tear into it. They'll like fold up or rip the paper inside.
It's open. You don't have to do that. However the present got in there, it comes right back out.
I am gentle with the bag because the bag poses a risk. Sometimes they put it nestled into the paper. I've had a nightmare scenario where I pulled the paper out, the present came out with it. It was a glass ornament and or some kind of decorative thing. It went right out of the bag and shattered on the floor. And it's because it was wrapped, like the paper was like a U around it, and so when I pulled one side, it came all out, and so that was sad. So I'm careful with that. I do not shush the bags.
All right, well, apparently I'm the crazy one.
What do you do?
I don't do what your brother did or anything, but I want it to be satisfying. Thing about opening presents is the ripping randomly is less satisfying to me than maximizing the number of rips, though. You start on one end and you get the end open and you kind of work your way, you kind of undress it, kind of work your hands in and you kind of work your way down and you like rip it all the way down to the other end, but then you also want to enjoy untaping / tearing the other triangular end part. It's like when you do a screen peel, you have like the plastic on the screen. You don't just take it and just go, wow, and peel it. You take the plastic and you go, and you ease it. It's like satisfying.
I do not foreplay my bags, man. I'm going in raw.
I'm not saying I do it slowly. It's quick, but it's like maximizing the satisfaction of it.
This is the type of guy that would rather go to a burlesque show than a good old-fashioned American strip club. Am I right, Wade? Hit it.
Probably, yeah.
Oh. Are those different in a way that I should understand?
I've never been to I've only been to one strip club and no burlesque, so I must be an American.
All right.
I've been to Zoomanity in Vegas. Does that count as burlesque? I don't know where that falls.
I don't know, but Star Wars had a burlesque show in Cincinnati recently. I forget what it was called.
I heard about that. Did you bring that up? I think you brought that up.
The Empire Strips Back. Did I talk about that on the show?
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, it's like still happening, I think.
Disney hasn't shut them down yet? Nice.
Hey, you can't shut down burlesque, I assume.
No one can. It's illegal.
Probably, I assume. Man, I really should have saved sandwich for last. It just started off with a lot of fireworks there, and then
Look,
Okay,
I
well,
just
have these back.
Watching you two go at it doesn't happen often. I'm almost always the one that gets controversially attacked.
controversially attacked. I don't know. if
It's
that's-
controversial because I get attacked. I don't deserve it. But like you two going at it was very entertaining for me.
listeners and watchers, I guess, if you want, tell us what order you do things in by following this order very particularly. Go to the Reddit, find the thread for this episode, make a comment where you talk about what order you do things in. You can't change that order. That's kind of the order that has to happen.
Python
Or you'll
Mark
just be
II.
commenting on some random website on the internet.
What if they make like a Word document where they type it out their comment, then they go to the Reddit and just copy paste it?
That's some serial killer shit right there. I love it. That is the end of the episode. I really thought I didn't have enough. I have like 7 more of these we could talk about, but
I'd do another episode.
we could circle back to this. I think some of these other ones are gonna have a little more nuance, so we'll have to get to. So maybe we'll circle back.
I don't do many things, so the order of things is gonna really be interesting if I don't do it.
Then maybe you could just make it up.
Excellent.
The points are actually, you know what? I'm gonna read what you got points for, and then I'll say who it was at the end. See if we can figure out who said what. You got points for Do You Feel Lucky? Confusing Homer.
Me, yeah.
Tromboni. Fair plus honest. Segway spelled wrong. Mold-defying glass.
I doubt that. Yeah.
Under the gun sandwich. Serial confusing, and which you got a half point for. And rapping, I guess.
Most of those sounded like me.
Yeah, that was Wade's points. Mark, you got a point for Dune? Really wide. Secrets. Hornets. Skit. Check the bread. Plap, 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 plap. Defending Wade for some reason. The mirror pieces of bread. And then confusing cereal also earned you half a point. If you can count, you will know that with 9.5 points, today's winner is Wade.
Dude, starting the year off right.
I actually ended up giving you a lot of sandwich points, Mark, despite how much we went back and forth on that. But then I think I was just worn out by that, and so I really favored Wade for the whole rest of the episode.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. Yeah.
But I tried to be fair with the sandwich stuff because I did it. You know what? Explain if you want to explain yourself in your loser speech, because you have one more opportunity.
I think that I made myself very clear. There is a right way and a wrong way, and there will be no tolerance for the wrong way, as I will decide what is right and wrong the very next time I win this podcast. I will declare myself always right. I will make that the truth, because it is the truth, and anyone that says otherwise is a liar, a worm-footed liar, and I will not tolerate, and no one should ever tolerate such people, if you can even call them people.
You can.
I rest my case.
Got him. Wade, winner speech?
It's been a rough stretch this last couple of months. There's been a lot of losses, but if I learned one thing today, it's that if you go head to head with Bob at something and like he disagrees with how you feel about it, he's less likely to award you later. And I'm thinking that next time he hosts, I'm going to try to remember that and let Mark wear him out so he gives me more points. And I think that that is absolutely fair. I also want to point out that I think Mark had 4 things, Bob, that I had to mark down today, and I think we had 2 in the last episode. So I just wanted to make sure we're keeping track of that.
I think that's right.
But it was fun. I'm glad that we could all agree on most things. The sandwich one being a strange one. I think we pretty much agreed, which is good. Cheers to that. I hope you all had a great 2024. Here's to 2025.
Oh, that was one.
See you all soon. Enjoy taking Mark's image and doing what you like with it. And thank you for another great episode.
That was another one.
Mark, you're supposed to check with me if it is one.
No, you're not part of this.
No, that is part of it.
There's something else. No. Oh, that's another one, Bob. That's for you. I gotta write that in your column.
Well, anyway, thanks so much for listening.
Oh, that was another one.
Everybody who listen to this episode, check out Markiplier, Lord Minion 777, or MySkirm. Those are our names. That's the end of the episode and the end of the year.
Woo!
Oh, wait, that was another one.
Yeah, so we'll see you at the same time we always see you, the next episode when it comes out on the next time. But it'll be in a whole new year.
It's fucking... It's burning up! See it, look at it quick!
that's the end. Bye, everybody. Podcast out.
Good evening, gentle listener, and welcome to Distractable. This episode, well-endowed Wade has an addiction to engorged, powerful decks, drops blue steel, and discusses longevity. Batman Bob is baller on blades, and Space Station chronological dilation. The Sonic Mark buys a blow, drops Mike Dietz, becomes a printing prince, and derides deep-sea doo-doo. From nude Jules to mumbling Matthew. Yes! It's time for Time and Stuff. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Distractable. I'm today's host, Wade, aka Plugman. I don't know why, but I'm Plugman. Always have been, always will be.
They can't see that. It doesn't mean anything to them.
Well, you all will never know what I'm referring to, but I will. As always, I'm joined by my co-hosts, Mark and Bob. Hello.
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 For you, it's the future. For us, it's now. That was in the past. What was I had a point with that.
I don't know, but that was all very correct information.
Because, spoiler alert for everyone out there, but for us, this is New Year's Eve. We're recording. I'm dating this a little bit, but it's probably timely. How was everyone's holiday? Small talk time. How are you guys?
Busy. I cook. You know what I learned this holidays, guys? I like cooking food for people.
You just don't like storing it in a cold box.
No, we got the fridges all sorted out. It's going to be at least 18 months till we have to buy another fridge and enjoy the peace while it lasts. How many fridges are you guys buying a year?
I'm about to buy another one. I'm very afraid for it, but
I last bought a fridge in 2016.
You spend all your money on toilets, I guess, so.
Yeah, we were moving. 2 weeks before we were set to close, our fridge broke. So we had to replace the fridge in the house we were leaving.
It's kind of sad.
That should have been like a precursor. Like that should have given me a hint. But what I was heading to after that was all downhill. I was like, oh man, one final FU from this house before we go into this great house where I'll never have any issues.
This nice house that was built very well and has no serious problems.
Wait, but the last house had a dishwasher break like a month before we moved.
I think more than that happened.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like every house kind of like F's me on the way out. But not this house. This house would be great.
All my houses give me kisses on the way out. I don't know what you're doing to your houses.
We get into naked fist fights with bricks.
Oh, I thought you said pricks.
Pricks.
What pricks are popping out of the walls?
Do you make lightsaber noises when you do your prick fights?
They're really high pitched because they're small.
Well,
Speaking of really high pitched and small. Seeing this?
when you said check this out, it sounded like you were in a 1930s phone call. Is that a blower or a sucker?
It's a blower. Technically, it sucks air in here, but it blows.
Oh, yeah.
We can see which hair is real and which hair is CGI when you do that.
I know. Oops. Sorry. The green screen revealed itself. Ow, my eyes. My eyes.
Man, I can't believe that didn't feel good for your eyes. It's unfathomable.
God, my eyes. Anyway, I got this. It's my favorite thing now. Because I was very impressionable. I watched one TikTok or short that was reviewing a bunch of these, or maybe it was a video, a bunch of these like electric blowers. And it was like, this one actually works and goes really fast. And the fastest, I was like, I'll buy that one. And it goes really fast.
What are you blowing?
Dust?
It doesn't collect it. It just makes the dust go, woo!
It really does. It doesn't clean much, but because I dusted out my computer because I'm like, that's what's wrong with the graphics card. That's why DaVinci says I have none. And so I blow all the dust out and it goes everywhere. And I'm like, it's clean. And I watch as my computer just goes, sucks all the dust back in with its fans. I'm just like, shit.
But the rest of your office looking a lot better.
What you need, along with your mini blower, is a mini vacuum. And so you can just like, and hold one and do one, and it'll be a whole.
I really blasted dust straight into my eyeballs.
Well, where's your tears? You just need some tears.
It's so dry. I don't think I have any tears.
You got a humidifier, or do you not need those?
Man, I should, but I won't.
Okay.
Or you wait.
I mean, so much effort to get a humidifier that I couldn't do it. I couldn't be bothered.
That sounds like me.
One of the Christmas presents I did get is an instant camera. It's not a Polaroid. I was trying to not say Polaroid, but it's an Instax. It's one of those where you snap it and it poops out the whole thing, and then the picture develops on.
Oh, like a Polaroid.
Yeah, but it's not though. But it is basically. Anyway, those are awesome, and I love them. They're adorable. You immediately have a little keepsake. You can take pictures of people and give the pictures to those people. Highly recommend. I'm like so late on this that it was cool and then it wasn't and then it was cool again and it's already not cool and I'm just getting in on this. But
We've been doing that since Polaroid.
yeah.
I think it's cool. I'm really proud of you, man.
That was a weird way to emphasize your point, but I'll take it.
He was playing his Pigpen for Christmas. Don't mind him.
Hey, you don't make fun of Mark.
I feel so loved, guys. Thank you.
He's got his little blower. He's walking, blowing the dust, and it just like forms a cloud and trails behind him.
It really does. Yeah, it doesn't help at all.
Mark's entire life is sitting down somewhere and being like, oh, it's a little dusty. Everything else in the entire room, it's coated in dust when he's like, this spot. And you go somewhere else, you're like, oh man, it's dusty over here. I love that for you. That's perfect.
Thank you very much.
It's probably good that you don't stay up super late, Mark, because like if you watch late night TV, the amount of things you would buy. Act now, get this, and buy another one free.
Well, yeah. I mean, I love a good capitalism as much as the next guy. I switched back from my Beacon microphone back to this really nice XLR microphone that I've had that was really high quality because I saw an ad for the Beacon Studio, which allows you to plug in XLR mics into the Beacon setup. And so I've roundabout came all the way back around to where I was with my Go XLR, and now I have this.
There was a while where like you would tell us about different things you were trying, and I was like, oh, I should try that. I tried a couple of them, and then like the moment I did, you would either move on to something else or go back. So I've given up, and I'm just like, he'll be back. Let's just give him some time.
Well, I don't have the Go XLR. This is a new one, and it's nice because now it works and is supported. And the studio is like the first thing. I don't do a dual computer setup, but I know you do, Bob. This is an integrated dual CPU. It's 2 USBs from each computer goes right into the studio, and the XLR works for both. It's I think it's one of the first devices that can do both. I'm not sponsored.
It's not the first device, but it is close. I think I have the first device.
But when I have a $1,500 microphone sitting in a box in the other room, I really realized that I should have been using this for a lot longer. So now I'm back. Anyways, is it my time for small talk yet, or is we just gonna go on about?
Oh, let me check the official clock. Yeah.
Man, I don't really have anything. I talked about all the things that I got to this gadget and got to this thing.
All the things you got. Your old microphone and a dust blower. Merry Christmas.
Christmas was good, low-key. Render farm's going well. It's actually kind of boring now. The render farm is just kind of working, and now I don't have anything to complain about.
Now you're moving on from it. Like, it's not fun.
It really was the problems along the way. I just can't believe it. Oh, I know. Bob, you're a knife guy, right?
Yes. Well, yeah, generally. Kitchen knives, adventure knives, what are we talking about?
Well, so I'm looking for a good knife, right? Because I'm not for stabbing.
Steak?
No. So I have this knife, and it's a knife, right? I got it from like Big 5 Sporting Goods. And I asked the guys like, hey, do you have a knife that's like really sturdy that I'm not for like hunting or anything, just for like prying shit open, cutting open boxes, doing anything, and it won't become shitty immediately. He was like, I have no fucking idea what knives are. And he's like, here's all our knives. And I go, I'll take that one. Bob, do you know of a knife that's just like unbelievably reliable that I could pry anything up from anything?
I don't know what the top
whittle
time
with
is.
it, you know.
Can I be super honest? I think knife
there's
people
like 30
might
people.
disown me on this one. I've come to a realization lately that the only
Nice.
knife you need if you want just to like a knife
All you have to do is beg.
for what